You ever been caught off guard? Maybe a storm rolled in quicker than expected, left you stranded. Out in the wild, I've learned the hard way that being prepared is everything. When it comes to being prepared, we all think about food, water, and first aid. But trust me, out in the wild, it's the unexpected that gets you. Today, we're going beyond the basics to show you the unexpected things you'll wish you had when times get tough. So let's dive into those 15 surprising items that could make all the difference. Alright, let's kick things off with a real lifesaver, and I mean that literally. You've got your stockpile of canned goods, right? Beans, soups, vegetables, the works. But here's the thing, how do you plan on opening those cans when the power's out and your electric can opener is nothing but a paperweight? You ever tried opening a can of beans without a can opener? Let me tell you, it's not pretty. It's a surefire way to test your patience, and believe me, you don't want that kind of stress when you're facing a real survival situation. That's where the humble manual can opener comes in. It's small, it's lightweight, and it can be a lifesaver. Trust me, this is one item you absolutely don't want to forget. I always keep one in my backpack no matter where I'm going. You never know when you might need to crack open some nourishment. Now, I've seen folks try all sorts of crazy methods to open a can without a proper opener. Rocks, knives, even trying to saw the top off with a credit card. Let me tell you, it's a recipe for disaster. You're more likely to injure yourself or ruin your food than anything else. A manual can opener is a small investment with a huge payoff. It's one of those things you hope you never have to use, but you'll be eternally grateful for when you do. So, do yourself a favor and add a couple to your stockpile today. And while you're at it, make sure you know how to use them. Practice makes perfect, and in a survival situation, you don't want to be caught fumbling around. Remember, preparation is key. Don't wait until it's too late. Get yourself a good quality manual can opener, toss it in your emergency kit, and rest assured knowing you're one step ahead. Because when the unexpected hits, you'll be ready to face it head on, well fed, and with a smile on your face. So, gear up, stay prepared, and never underestimate the power of a simple can opener. It's more than just a tool, it's a symbol of resourcefulness, resilience, and the will to survive. We rely on electricity for just about everything these days. But what happens when the grid goes down? Suddenly, those trusty gadgets we take for granted become useless bricks. That's why having a stockpile of batteries is absolutely crucial. Think about it. Flashlights, radios, even some medical devices rely on batteries to function. In an emergency, these tools can be lifelines, providing light, communication, and even medical assistance. Without batteries, you're left in the dark, literally and figuratively. I remember one expedition I was on. A massive storm knocked out the power for days. We were completely isolated, and our only source of light was a handful of battery-powered lanterns. Those batteries became our lifeline, allowing us to navigate through the darkness, cook our food, and signal for help. Now, when it comes to stockpiling batteries, variety is key. Make sure you have a mix of sizes to power all your essential devices. AA, AAA, C, D, and even 9-volt batteries are all good to have on hand. You can never be too prepared, right? And don't forget about storage. Batteries can lose their charge over time, especially in extreme temperatures. Store them in a cool, dry place, and check their expiration dates regularly. It's also a good idea to keep them in airtight containers to prevent corrosion. Another tip? Consider investing in rechargeable batteries and a solar charger. This way you can replenish your power supply even if you're off the grid for an extended period. It's a sustainable and reliable way to stay powered up in any situation. So next time you're at the store, grab a few extra packs of batteries. Because when the lights go out, it's the prepared who shine brightest. Chapter 3. Duct tape. The ultimate fix-it solution for any situation. If I could only choose one item to take with me on a deserted island, it would have to be duct tape. This stuff is the ultimate multi-tool, capable of fixing just about anything. Trust me, I've used it for everything from patching up a torn tent to splinting a broken bone. Duct tape is incredibly strong and durable, yet surprisingly versatile. It can bond to almost any surface, making it ideal for quick repairs in a pinch. Whether you need to seal a leaky water bottle, secure a makeshift shelter, or even fashion a temporary handle for a broken tool, duct tape is your go-to solution. I remember one particularly hairy situation where I used duct tape to repair a ripped seam in my backpack. We were miles from civilization, and my pack was on the verge of bursting open. A few strips of duct tape saved the day, holding everything together until we reached our destination. But duct tape's uses extend far beyond simple repairs. In a survival situation, it can be a lifesaver. For example, you can use it to create a waterproof bandage for a wound, fashion a makeshift sling for a broken arm, or even build a temporary shelter from branches and leaves. It's like the Swiss Army knife of the adhesive world. So, when packing your emergency kit, don't forget to include a generous supply of duct tape. Choose a high-quality brand that's both waterproof and weather-resistant. You'll be amazed at how many uses you'll find for this incredibly versatile tool, because with a little creativity and a roll of duct tape, anything is possible. Chapter 4. Water Purification Tablets. Turning any water source into safe hydration. We all know that water is essential for survival, but in an emergency situation, finding clean, safe drinking water can be a major challenge. That's where water purification tablets come in. These little tablets are like magic, transforming potentially dangerous water into a safe and refreshing source of hydration. Whether you're stranded in the wilderness, facing a natural disaster, or simply dealing with a boil water advisory, water purification tablets can be a lifesaver. They work by killing harmful bacteria, viruses, and protozoa that can cause serious illness. I've used water purification tablets countless times on my expeditions. From murky jungle streams to stagnant ponds, I've purified water from all sorts of questionable sources. And let me tell you, knowing that I have a reliable way to make water safe to drink provides incredible peace of mind. Using water purification tablets is incredibly easy. Simply drop a tablet into a liter of water, wait for the recommended time, usually around 30 minutes, and voila, you have safe drinking water. When choosing water purification tablets, look for ones that are EPA registered and effective against a wide range of contaminants. It's also a good idea to choose tablets that have a long shelf life so you can store them in your emergency kit without worry. Because when it comes to survival, clean water is non-negotiable. Chapter 5. Disposable Utensils and Plates. Conserving water when it matters most. When water is scarce, every drop counts. That's why it's important to think about ways to conserve water, even when it comes to seemingly mundane tasks like washing dishes. That's where disposable utensils and plates come in handy. Now I know what you're thinking. Disposables aren't exactly environmentally friendly. And you're right. But in an emergency situation, survival takes priority, and conserving water can be the difference between staying hydrated and becoming dangerously dehydrated. Think about it. Washing dishes requires a significant amount of water. And in a survival situation where water sources may be limited or contaminated, every drop counts. By using disposable utensils and plates, you eliminate the need for washing, conserving precious water for drinking and other essential needs. I always pack a supply of disposable utensils and plates in my emergency kit. They're lightweight, compact, and take up very little space. Plus, they can be used for more than just eating. I've used disposable plates as makeshift cutting boards, food covers, and even fire starters. Of course, it's important to dispose of disposables properly, even in an emergency situation. If possible, try to pack them out with you, or dispose of them in a designated trash receptacle. So, next time you're packing your emergency kit, toss in a few packs of disposable utensils and plates. Outrow, be prepared, stay safe, and thrive. So there you have it, 5 surprising items that you never think to stockpile, but you'll be grateful you did when the unexpected happens. Remember, preparedness is about more than just stockpiling the obvious. It's about thinking outside the box and anticipating the unexpected. These 15 items could be the difference between merely surviving and thriving during an emergency. What surprising items do you have in your stockpile? Drop a comment below and let's compare notes. And if you're looking for more tips on emergency preparedness, check out our next video on how to create a 72-hour survival kit.